right side, and Evie, here we are back for the rematch. Laredo United South gets set to take on Laredo LBJ, and both teams are playing for playoff lives. One of them playing to stay in contention. The other one is going to be in serious trouble with a loss here.
Very much so, and if we look at some of these, standings, as you said, they're both fighting for their playoff lives and trying to see where they can get going forward and see what matchup they can get in the playoffs.
We've had the starting lineup announced for the Laredo LBJ Wolves, and now we're getting set for Laredo United South to have their starting lineups announced. On the girls' side, Laredo United South took care of business. Evie, they are in first place. We'll get to our other girls' game a little bit later on, but they took care of business. They were tested early, but they won their game.
Yeah, yes, they did, and good effort and good ball movement was able to help them out and secure that victory for them.
Here in this game, you got two teams that played each other earlier. We were here for that game, Evie, and it was a close ball game.
Yes, it was. The point margin was only 4 points, and Laredo, LBJ is a scrappy team, a team that's going to go ahead and make you play at their style of game. And if you're United South, they're a team who has height. They've got shooters. They've got a lot of weapons out there. So it's going to be an interesting game. I predict going back to the wire just like it did last time. I'm excited for this, being able to do this with you here tonight.
LBJ, of course, staying in contention, playing for their playoff life. They are still alive mathematically, and a win here would put them in a position to still be looking at a postseason berth. Laredo United South in the white uniforms, and in the center circle, they are ready to go with the opening tip-off. And that ball is controlled, and away we go. Shot goes up, no good. Rebound taken down. Get it back outside. Wide open jumper off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound taken down, and in the front court, here we go. Just underway here from the Laredo Event Center. Patience at this time. Johnson with the catch. Spins it over in the corner. Johnson posting up. Get it back outside in the hands of Jesus Trevino. Trevino hands it off to Matthew Gutierrez. Gutierrez had a big game the first time these two teams played. Just underway here in the first quarter. 7:15 and counting. Neither team has put it in the goal as of yet. Johnson makes a strong move and count it.
That was a great basketball move, a spin move to get the defender off balance and being able to finish there with the left hand. He is left-handed, but that's a lot harder than it looks.
Panthers with the lead. Wolfpack with the basketball, working in the front court. Over on the left side, there's a three. Eduardo Jaime, that one won't go. Johnson secures the rebound. A one and done, and back we come the other way. United South with the ball. Skip pass over the defense, and there's a three on the way. That one's off the mark, missed by Juan Castro. Rebound. And we'll stay here. Panthers with the ball. Johnson catches, shows some range there. Missed that shot. Johnson, the Laredo United South Panthers with the ball. And they'll have it out of bounds. Into the hands of Gonzalez. Gonzalez over to Gutierrez. Plays catch with Gonzalez. Now joining the mix is Trevino. Trevino gets it back. Top of the key, makes a move, got to the free throw line, skips it over to Gonzalez. Gonzalez attacks in the paint, shot it and made it.
And that's their game, being able to attack the middle, kick it back out, and then, drive on that first pass, initial pass. That was very good.
Helio Gonzalez with the bucket. On the other side, it's the Wolfpack of LBJ, and they'll turn it over in the front court. Here come the Panthers on the run. Over to the right side, a quick three launched and made. Matthew Gutierrez was wide open, and he drops it in.
We'll see if LBJ can score here. They haven't really had luck in their first few possessions. With
the ball now, it's going to be the LBJ Wolfpack looking for their first points here of this ball game. Attacking the paint. Now, shot goes right over Johnson, but that's too strong. Rebound taken down by United South. South has scored the first 7 points of this game. Work the ball on the right-hand side. United South on top of LBJ. This is RioSportsLive.com.
The reason we make this quesadillas Tres Marias is because there's millions that come here. Brownsville, it's a gentle city, a kind city. I invite you to come discover Brownsville. You can't miss it.
Back here, we thank you again for joining us. We're at the Laredo Event Center, and we had a little difficulty during that commercial break. We're going to watch this stream just a little bit tighter and see if we can make sure we have things in track. With the ball in the front court, Panthers miss a shot, rebound taken down by the Wolfpack, who find themselves in an early hole here in this ball game at the Laredo Energy Event Center. That pass deflected, and it's nearly stolen, but it's controlled by the Wolfpack. On the dribble, Hector Guajardo gets it back. On the drive is Garza, Osvaldo Garza in the paint, missed that one. Rebound, Johnson secures that. And then he gets fouled.
You know, they've had a few high-quality shots there. They're just not falling in for LBJ. It looks like it's a tough start, and you know, if they don't get going soon, they can find themselves in a pretty deep hole going forward.
With the ball are the United South Panthers. 9 points out of the gate to have this lead. 4:17 remaining here in the first quarter of play. Rather slow pace of this game from what we've seen in some games. But again, the first time they met, it was a low-scoring affair, 48-44. Johnson makes a strong move, and there's a charge. For Joel Johnson, that's his first foul of the game. And the Wolfpack will try to get on track. Into the front court. Hesitation, now a baseline move made. That's a strong finish and a count the basket and a foul.
And that's a start there. You know, they needed something to stop the bleeding, and that's a good start there, you know, getting an N1. Let's see if he can make this free throw.
First points of the game. It's made by Brian Garza. Garza steps at the line. And at the line, Garza. Misfires on that. Rebound taken down by Laredo United South. In the front court, off the dribble. Nothing doing. 3:41 to go. Pass on the left side. It's going to be Gutierrez. Gutierrez on the dribble. Spins it outside. First quarter action. Still 3:25 left in this game. South with the lead. Pass it on the sideline. Head and shoulder fake. That shot won't go. Rebound taken down. Get it back outside to Gutierrez. Launches a three, but it won't go. Rebound by the Wolfpack of LBJ. After trailing early, trying to claw back in this game. In the front court. Bounce pass in the paint. Shot goes up. Missed. Answer, yes. Good recognition that time. Penetrate, kick out for the three. On the other side, the Wolfpack. Spin it back on the outside. And that's three. Hector Guajardo with the three. In the front court, in the paint. Shot goes up off the back of the rim. Missed by Castro. Rebound by the Wolfpack. And a bucket here, you feel like you're back in this game. How about an open three? Guajardo got it again.
Just like that.
Guajardo cuts it to a 4-point game with 2:06 remaining here in this first quarter. Panthers with the ball. Bring it up to the timeline. Trevino brings it across. Guarded out on top by Osvaldo Garza. Spins it over into the hands of Gutierrez. In the corner it goes. Castro thought about that three, working around the perimeter. There's a deep three by Trevino. That one's off the rim, no good. Rebound goes out of bounds, touched last by the Wolfpack.
You kind of wanted to match him there with the deep three. You know, LBJ go ahead and knocks down an NBA three. You come back and you try to match him. You know, they're going to this spread offense, this 5-out offense, and they're trying to work the middle. And that's been working for United South. If they continue to go into the middle, I predict them getting more points easier, a lot easier.
Minute 37 left here in this first quarter play. South with the basketball. We're in Laredo, Texas on a Friday night. Trying to help out our good friend Freddie Heredia for Rio Sports Live Southwest. Had some medical stuff they attended to, so we zipped over here and get the assist on the broadcast. Jumper on the way from the baseline. That won't go. Offensive rebound, and there's a foul. 2 offensive rebounds that trip down. And South gets to the line.
Yeah, and United South has been getting what they want out of their offense. You know, they're running this flex offense where everybody's spread out. And what they've been able to do is open up those slots and been able to get some easy layups and power moves in there by Johnson. You know, he had a big game last time they played. You know, he ended up finishing with a double-double, 11 points, 11 rebounds. And he's at the bench right now. So as soon as he comes back in, look for them to start going back into the paint.
Gutierrez at the line. Matthew Gutierrez also had a big game in the last time these two faced.
Yes, he did. You know, he helped him out with 20 points.
Makes the first free throw. Now has 4 points in the game. Next free throw won't go. Rebound by the Wolfpack. Wolfpack with the ball in the front court. On the dribble is Campos. Leonardo Campos hands it off to Osvaldo Garza. Garza takes it off the dribble to the free throw line, no further. Has to go back out to Guajardo. Media, if you're not, I encourage you, please go over to our Facebook and at least follow that page and share and like the link to assist fans. It seems to be where we're grabbing our initial fans, and then it rotates onto the website. It's kind of neat watching the analytics. Shot goes up and in, made by Eduardo Jaime. 3-point game. South with the basketball. Share the buzzer. 1 quarter in the books. LBJ trailing. We'll be back after this on RioSportsLive.com.
At Illuminations, we're a one-stop shop. We have all the lighting you need for your new home, outdoor lighting, ceiling fans, chandeliers. So when you're building your new home, we work well with your builder. We'll get your floor plans, or we'll walk the house if we need to, make sure all the light fixtures that you get are gonna work and are gonna look good together. Illuminations is a family-owned business. We've been in business for 17 years now. My parents actually were in the construction industry prior to opening the store, and it was during this time that they noticed a need for a store like ours, one that would provide the customer service that contractors and new homeowners are looking for, and eliminate the headaches that you might get when you're shopping at a big box store and you don't get that one-on-one customer service. The Brownsville area is really growing. There's a lot of movement, there's a lot of construction, there's a lot of excitement. So we're glad that we finally have a store here that customers can come look at our products here locally. I invite you to come discover Brownsville.
Back here after the timeout, we do thank BCIC out of Brownsville, Texas, who are assisting us, becoming one of our first major advertisers to assist us in bringing out and showcasing athletes. Second quarter underway. Laredo United South with the basketball, taking on Laredo LBJ. South with the lead and with the ball as we start this second quarter. But Evie, again, they jumped out to that big lead, and the Wolfpack got to feel like, hey, we withstood what they can give us. Maybe that's their best shot.
Right, and one of the reasons they were able to just get back in this game, you know, it was going back into the paint themselves, you know, a little taste for their own medicine for if you're South, of your own medicine. You know, they started going back into the paint, and yes, they saw the rim early, but they just couldn't fall, and they finished that quarter, like you said, a little bit stronger, and now they find themselves 3 points apart. You know, we'll see what happens next.
South with the ball on another patient set. Working outside for an open three, and Ceballos puts it in. Armando Ceballos puts it in. Pass the ball in the corner off the dribble.
You know, and if you're LBJ, you're looking to find anything that helps you continue that momentum going forward. And, you know, a travel like that can stop a momentum going forward. Let's see if they can play some defense, get the ball back, and see if cut the lead down.
South with the ball. This is the second game of the 4 that are scheduled here. We got a 9 o'clock tip-off on that final boys game as Alexander and United will square off on the girls and then the boys side. Pass in the corner. And there's a travel. Tierez called for steps. Ball belongs to the Wolfpack of LBJ. Our other game broadcasting tonight, we're in Brownsville, St. Joseph as Santa Rosa's in town. Kind of sticking with the big school, small school matchup each night with a couple of crews out there. Normally with Freddie involved, we would be over in the RGV side of things, but Evie and I and my wife Dahlia made the trip over here to Laredo. Whistle blows again.
You know, fouls are going to be able to cost each team here tonight. We'll see who can settle down in the second quarter first and get things going.
South with the ball. United South on the drive. From the right side, that one goes up, no good. Rebound comes out long, and here come the Wolfpack on the run. 2-on-2 in the paint, lay it up with the left hand, count it.
That was a great layup.
Edgar Rodriguez with his first points of the game. Panthers with the ball. On the offense, Trevino spins it outside. On the dribble comes Gonzalez. Long 3, Trevino, splash.
You know, and it seems like they changed up things a little bit, you know, from the flex, and now it looks like they're just going straight out to that five-out offense, you know, and they've already hit 2 threes from that 45 spot. And if they keep this up, this lead is just going to keep getting bigger and bigger.
6-2 run for United South Panthers as a result of the 2 3-pointers here in this second quarter of play. It'll be LBJ basketball. Laredo LBJ in the purple. Nice catch that time by Ismael Benavides. Now on the dribble, here comes Garza. Hand it off in the paint, get it back outside. That's an open 3, and that one won't go. Rebound by United South. Here come the Panthers. On the fly, it's Trevino all the way inside. Kick it outside, open 3. Answer, no. Rebound by the Wolfpack, and they'll come back the other way. Trying to push the tempo through a double team. Nearly a travel there. Top of the key, now a nice move in the paint. Handed off, Benavides lets it go. That one won't go. Rebound, and here comes the South Panthers. In the front court, top of the key. Work it back to Trevino. Trevino hands off to Sabalas. Back to Trevino. Pulls the trigger again. Missed that one. Rebound. Here come the Wolfpack yet again. In the middle of the paint. Hang in the air. Shoot it off the glass. No good. Rebound taken down by the United South Panthers. Both teams cold shooting here. Still time left in this first half. 4:41 remaining in the third quarter. United South with the ball. Catching there, Sabelas. Sabelas puts it on the floor. Outside it goes to Gonzalez. Gonzalez. Now over to Trevino in the corner. Out of bounds, but it will stay here. Substitutions checking in the game. For the Wolfpack, they'll get Brian Garza back into the ball game, and also checking back in is Edgar Rodriguez. Meanwhile, Gio Reyes checks in. And Juan Castro back in the game for United South. United South wins this, Evie. They're in pretty good shape as far as the playoff picture goes, staying in contention for making some postseason play.
Right, and, you know, they've got 3 games left. You know, they got South San, United, and Eagle Pass. And they won against South San, so they're looking to possibly get this win here tonight and go into South San and get get a win. They lost last time to South San. Get a win next time, so just to keep their playoff lives alive.
LBJ, meanwhile, is going to have to win and probably get some help. But a win here is important if they want to have any thoughts of entertaining continued play after the regular season.
Right, and, you know, both teams know what's at stake. You know, both teams are trying to give a good effort, and you can't really deny the fact that they're both fighting here tonight. They're just not getting easy baskets at all tonight.
Panthers with the ball. On the offensive end, on the dribble, Trevino attacks the paint, has it rejected out of bounds, and that's off the Wolfpack, so we'll stay here. 2 players converge over there for that block shot. Up above everyone was Brian Garza for the block. Inbound play coming up for the South Panthers. Get it into Castro. Castro to Trevino, and around the perimeter they go yet again. Without Johnson in the game, they stay with a perimeter attack. On the drive, nothing there. Top of the key, still nothing there. Good recovery defensively on an active zone. From that right side, nothing there again. Overload on this left-hand side for the United South Panthers. In the hands of Gio Reyes, he'll back it out.
You know, and the thing is that with Johnson in the bench, you know, they've had to change their offense to a dribble drive. You know, they went from a flex offense with Johnson in the game to a dribble drive, and in my opinion, that's what's kind of been, you know, not really helping their offense somewhat. We'll see when he checks back into the game.
On the other side, a missed shot by LBJ, and now United South with the ball on the offensive end. There's a Reyes three, and count it. Gio Reyes was open. You get those feet squared. You get that pass from the inside back out, and more times than not, that shot falls in. Outside, how about a three? That's a little with a step. Count it.
Yeah, both left-handed shooters there, you know, followed through and finished nice with a nice balanced form.
For Hector Guajardo, he's got 3 of those in his pocket. He's got 9 points in the game. And here comes Trevino in the corner. Another 3, and that one won't go. Someone finally misses, giving him an H in a game of horse. In the front court, LBJ will turn it over. Here comes United South. 2:29 left, and they'll lob it inside. Easy catch and shoot. Make it by Gonzalez.
That's what happens when you don't get back on defense.
LBJ with the ball. Lob it inside, and the whistle blows. Substitute will check in, but first we'll have a free throw opportunity for Laredo LBJ.
You know, and he's going to be a big key here tonight. You know, as we talked about earlier, you know, he was the leading scorer last time these two teams faced each other. He's their dominant presence inside, and you know, you're always looking to get your big guys going early and finishing strong. You know, getting to the free throw line, these are where the easy baskets come through. So these are where you need to take advantage when baskets are not just going your way any particular night.
Garza 1 of 2 on that trip. United South with the ball. They've outscored the Wolfpack 11-6 here in this second quarter of play, and there's a travel. Another turnover. The crowd's still filing in here. Wow, if it matches anything like that first time these two teams met, we're in for a treat as far as the atmosphere goes.
Yeah, and we didn't really see fans getting in here, you know, until the United and Alexander girls game, and then once it got to the boys game, you know, it was just all over the place. You know, people, you know, pretty much packed this place up, so we're looking forward to that.
Garza with a made shot, and he'll get to the free throw line. Osvaldo cuts it to a 6-point game. With that basket made, Garza now in the scorebook, his first 2. Free throw opportunity for Laredo LBJ, who have been playing catch-up all game long. Made the free throw. 5-point game. A little pressure in the backcourt now by LBJ. United South with the ball. Still in the backcourt. Gonzalez still back there. Finally gets it across. Now they'll set the offense up. Outside to Gonzalez in the corner. A 3. Answered. Nope. Rebound. Weak side offensive board for the Panthers. Into the hands of Gutierrez. Top of the key from Gonzalez over on the right side. On the dribble comes Sabalas. Gets it back outside. Nothing developing yet shot-wise. Panthers with good crisp passing on the offensive set. Minute 25 left here in this first quarter. United South led 13-10 after a quarter. Have outscored the Wolfpack 11-9 here in this second. Panthers nearly turn it over. They do. Off Gutierrez's hand, and that was a good stand defensively for LBJ.
And they've had, you know, several. It's just some fouls, you know, travels, things like that have just kept the ball away from their hands less than they should have.
Into the front court. LBJ with the basketball. Skip pass over to Garza. Top of the key it goes to Edgar Rodriguez. Spins it over to Garza. Garza makes a move. Nearly taken away. Outside for a 3 by Guajardo. Missed that one. Long rebound comes out to United South. in the backcourt. A foul's called with 43 seconds left here in the half. 24-19 the score.
Close enough to go into halftime saying, hey, we're in great position. You know, it's either team's, you know, game going forward. At times it seems like they are looking for that three if they want it. You know, they've gone inside both teams. Coming into the second half is going to end up being who comes up with the bigger fire, possibly to take this game.
Reyes at the line. Can't get it to go on the front end of a 1-and-1. LBJ, the Wolves, attack on the front side. That's a 1-on-3. Jumper won't go. Rebound taken down by Gonzalez. Gonzalez hands it off to Trevino. Trevino in the backcourt to Gonzalez. 28 seconds left here in the half. See if United South goes for one final shot. On the perimeter. They'll hold, leading by 5 here. Reyes with the ball, 14 seconds to go. Down to 10-9, splitting a double team. There's a quick shot by Gonzalez. That's well short. Offensive rebound, though. Put it up off the glass. No good. Rebound by the Wolves. Outlet pass stolen. Reyes gets away. No shot. That won't count. 1 half in the books. Laredo United South. The Panthers on top of Laredo LBJ. The Wolfpack going to have to sort things out, trailing by 5. I'm Joe Bowling. That's Evie Vasquez. This is Rio Sports Live. We'll be back after this.
I opened Alex Roll with the intention to give people in Brownsville and those who visit us a very unique experience in the area of retail. We saw the need to give people a personal experience that only a boutique could provide. Here in Alex Roll, what we work for is searching for different pieces, textures we bring from India, from Mexico, trying to make this a different experience. The people to find treasures here in their own valley. It's a pleasure to welcome everybody and making them a part of our family. We invite you to discover Brownsville. You can't miss it.
Back here at halftime, the court is empty. It won't be for long as they're bringing a dance team on, and we'll take a quick break here in just a moment. I wanted to remind you fans that one of our sponsors is BCIC out of Brownsville. They are the economic development side of things, trying to promote the city of Brownsville. We do appreciate them being part of our broadcast. One of their facilities that they're showcasing at this point in time, the Brownsville Sports Park. Of course, we were there during the BISD soccer tournament. We're going to be back for additional broadcasts there as well. And just a little peek at some of the things that happen at the Brownsville Sports Park. Enjoy this video.
There's no I in it, I bring in all my team. Who'd you wanna holler, who'd you wanna never know? Don't be a sheep when you can be the GOAT. Greatest of all time and you never know. Don't show up to my show if you got no. Yeah. Loud at you, he's a hater, I don't want no bad energy. Man get views but I rage Charles cause I can't see my enemy. I like all types of girls, melanins and melanies. She wants a man from London, she wants a fellow with felonies. That's probably all my team. There's no I in it, I bring in all my team. Gas when they saw my team. Even the bouncers bounce when they saw my team. Who'd you wanna holler, who'd you wanna never know? Don't be a sheep when you can be the GOAT. Greatest of all time and you never know. Don't show up to my show if you got no energy.
Back here again. That's just a taste of what happens at the Brownsville Sports Park. That was on the soccer side of things. Of course, at that sports park, my friends, in Brownsville, Texas, multiple opportunities to host tournaments in softball, in basketball indoors. They've got volleyball and many other options as far as the Brownsville Sports Park. Contact the gang over at BCIC in Brownsville, Texas for additional information. Right now, the dance team out there for the Laredo LBJ Wolfpack. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll get some first half stats, and we'll get you set for the second half. This is RealSportsLive.com.
The reason we made this quesadillas Tres Marias is because there's a little village in Mexico that it's really popular and it's known for its quesadillas. You're gonna come to my kitchen and you're gonna see that we have no cans. Everything is fresh. We use achote. We do the mole ourselves. We have 3 types of quesadillas. One is flour tortilla. We have nistamal made handmade tortilla, and our specialty, which are the fried tortillas. That's the concept we bring to the north of Mexico and south of Texas. For me, this is not only a business, it's my house, it's my career, it's my family, it's my friends that come here. Brownsville, it's a gentle city, a kind city. I invite you to come discover Brownsville. You can't miss it.
Whatever DIY project you've got going on this weekend, visit Habitat for Humanity Restore before you start. Check out habitatrgv.org for more info, or drop by our McAllen or Harlingen stores. Restore. Great stuff, great prices, great cause.
Possibilities are all around us. We see potential in unexpected places. And when we share our knowledge, vision, and connections, we turn great ideas into action in communities all around the world. Together, we can make real change happen. We're Rotary. We are people of action. Get involved at Rotary.org.
Doing some gardening or home improvements this weekend? Visit Habitat for Humanity Restore before you start. Check out habitatrgv.org for more info, or drop by our McAllen or Harlingen stores. Restore. Great stuff, great prices, great cause.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen, it's Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles. It's a step back in time with a soundtrack like none other. Open Monday through Saturday, filled with memories and more. Forever Memories is for you.
We are this close.
We're this close.
We are this close. Of wanting to making history.
This close to changing the world.
We are this close.
This close. This close to making sure no child suffers a crippling disease
ever again. This close.
We are this close to ending polio.
To ending polio. All we need is you.
This close.
If we don't act now, we may lose this chance forever. Help Rotary make history at endpolionow.org.
I opened Alex Restaurant with the intention to give people in Brownsville and those who visit us a very unique experience in the area of retail. We saw the need to give people a personal experience that only a boutique could provide. Here in Alex and Raw, what we work for is searching for different pieces, textures we bring from India, from Mexico, trying to make this a different experience. The people to find treasures here in their own valley. It's a pleasure to welcome everybody and making them a part of our family. We invite you to discover Brownsville. You can't miss it.
We are back here at the Laredo Energy Event Center. I'm Joe Bowling with Evie Vasquez. We're at halftime as the Laredo LBJ Wolfpack trail the Laredo United South. The Panthers by the score of 24-19. Want to run down what happened in that first half as far as scoring goes. It was spread scoring for United South. Three players scored 4 points apiece. Joel Johnson with 4, Elio Gonzalez 4, and Matthew Gutierrez with 4. Then 3 apiece for Juan Castro, Jesus Trevino, Armando Savalas, and Gio Reyes. So if you were in the game, you scored points. If you scored points, you didn't score that many, but you didn't have to. You're leading 24-19. On the other side, Hector Guajardo got hot beyond the arc for the LBJ Wolfpack. Ended up with 9 points in that first half, and then 3 points for Brian Garza and Osvaldo Garza, 2 points apiece for Eduardo Jaime and Edgar Rodriguez. But again, United South, Joel Johnson had a huge game the first time around, a double-double. Evie scored just 4 points, and yet his team is up comfortably.
Yeah, because of the fact that he got into, I'm assuming the foul trouble would cause the coach to pull him out, and that caused the guards to step up and run this 5-out offense and start hitting some threes, and that's what helped them, get the lead and maintain the lead. And if you're LBJ, you started off fairly cold in the game, and they're trying to get Garza going. They're leading scorer from last game, their big man. Whoever comes out and gets harder to start the second half, okay, is going to go ahead and win this game, okay, because of the fact that it's close enough to see, who actually wants it and who actually is here to perform a little bit better the second half.
We appreciate you joining us here on RioSportsLive.com. We are down in Brownsville, Texas for the Santa Rosa game. We'll check to see what's going on with that game, see if we can get you a score on it. Meanwhile, at our game, we're in Laredo, Texas tonight for what is 3 games. This is the first of 3 that we're broadcasting.
Yeah, and another big game going on in between the Panthers from Weslaco and the San Benito Greyhounds on the girls' side. Last word that we got there in the third quarter, and it's a very close game, so that's going to be an exciting finish for that game too.
We are set to go, and away we go in the third quarter of play, and it's LBJ with the ball, down by 5 as we start this second half of play. Spin it on the side. There's an open jumper. That one's off the rim. No good. Rebound taken down by United South, and here come the Panthers across the timeline. No numbers, though, and they'll back it out. Trevino gets it after a quick pass. Takes a look. Now, they've been patient all game long with this set. And now to Johnson at the free throw line. Heavy height advantage when he's in the game. Pass in the corner. Nothing there. Back outside. They make this Wolfpack defense work each and every trip down. But I give credit to the Wolfpack on how active they are in stretching and then collapsing on the defensive end. Inside to Johnson. Easy look. Lay it up and in.
And that's what they were missing in the first half to end the first half. It's good to see him back in the game.
Joel Johnson with the basket. Johnson now with 6 points in the game. There's a loose ball and a turnover. And here come the Panthers. They've got numbers, 2-on-1. Inside pass to the right side. Recovery nicely for the Wolfpack. They'll block that out of bounds.
As a coach, those are things that you gripe on when you can't finish. A great fast break there, and you had numbers of 2-on-1 and not a clean catch, and it didn't go their way there.
Quick pass ahead for the Wolfpack. They'll track that down. Off the dribble. Running one-hander off the glass. Won't go. Rebound tipped up and in. Made by Brian Garza.
Great position and way to box out to get that easy basket.
Ball belongs to the Panthers. That one's out of bounds. That's a turnover. The Wolves will have it. Down 5. Wolves trailed 13-10 after 1 quarter of play. We're outscored 11-9 in that second quarter. Now work it to the right side. Get it down on the blocks. Inside layup, good.
There it is. Nice reverse there. You can't get it on one side. You use that reverse to go ahead and finish on the other side. That was really nice.
Garza now with 7 points in the ball game. Baseline move. Shot goes up for the Panthers. Count that. Quick pass ahead for the Wolfpack. Work it outside. Garza again against Johnson. Made it and got fouled. Brian Garza on the finish, and he picked up the foul on Johnson.
And he's starting off the second half, where he finished in the first half. He had some great power moves in the first half. It's good to see these big men, using their size and their strength to get to the basket.
Free throw won't go. Garza gets a chance and gets a no rebound. Gets it in the corner, off the dribble, baseline runner. That one's off the mark, no good. Rebound taken down by Gonzalez. Gonzalez, a quick pass ahead to Gutierrez. Gutierrez had to save it back inbounds in the hands of Trevino, and then out of bounds it goes, but off the Wolves. Stay here. Try to find out what's happening with the Santa Rosa St. Joseph game. If we can, we were scheduled to start broadcasting that one on the website as well. United South with the ball. Trevino spins it over in the hands of Gutierrez. Now off the dribble, nothing there. Good job defensively by Hector Guajardo coming out. Gonzalez has it. 5:16 remaining here in the third quarter. On the dribble, here comes Gutierrez. Spin it outside for a three, no good. Rebound by Garza. Outlet pass in the hands of Jaime. Jaime, quick pass ahead to Garza. Osvaldo attacks off the glass and in.
Nice pump fake there, just to get that extra timing to get that basket.
Osvaldo Garza in the ball game has 5 points. We got a 1 point game. That's as close as it's been since the first quarter. Panthers with the ball in the corner. Open three. Answer, no. Rebound in the paint. Taken down. Gutierrez goes to work. Missed the shot and got fouled. Matthew Gutierrez steps to the free throw line. Stopping play with 4:42 remaining here in this third quarter. Laredo United South, the Panthers in the white uniforms with the lead. Taking on Laredo LBJ, the Wolves. Free throw's good.
We really haven't seen each team go to the line. It's also going to be a big part of the game to get to the basket and get these easy fouls and to get these easy points as well.
Just 8 free throws combined for the two teams, each now 2 of 4 at the line, so 50% from the line. Free throw number 2, good for Gutierrez. Gutierrez now joins Johnson with 6 points apiece to lead the team in scoring. LBJ with the ball. Garza hands it off. The Wolves on the attack. From that left side, Garza posting up hard. In the paint, there's a whistle, and away from the ball, there'll be a foul on the blocks. They ended up with a double team over there on Garza. Inbound play coming up for Laredo LBJ. Inside. Head and shoulder fake. Shot goes up, no good. Rebound taken down by United South. Panthers with the ball in the front court. Work it outside. Going to be Gonzalez. The whistle blows. And that'll be a foul. Is that during the shot, Evie?
Yes, it was, and he's getting three shots out of it. Didn't really seem like he wasn't too great of a position or balance to get that shot off. He got in, he got fouled, he got bailed a little bit there.
We're high atop this facility at Laredo Energy Arena. Free throw is good for Gonzalez. Kudos to my wife, Dahlia, who was over there looking at some of the new pictures of the grandbaby, enjoying that. Meanwhile, fans, yes, she's on the roll, getting better and better each day with the camera. Gonzalez makes the second free throw, and he will get 3. Back to a 5-point lead for Laredo United South. And that's good. 3 for 3 on the trip. Little token pressure in the backcourt by the United South. LBJ with the ball. In the front court on the offensive end. 4 minutes left here in this third quarter. Guajardo has it outside to Jaime.
You know, in this zone is something that you didn't see from United South in the first half.
Guajardo running one-hander. Go ahead.
Yeah, and we'll see what they do with it. That's what I'm trying to say. You know, 2-3. You know, it looks like they're going to try and stop the inside game.
South on the attack. Work it outside. There's an open 3 for Gonzalez. That's well short. Rebound saved back in. The Panthers will control it. From the corner. Off the dribble. Handed off. 6-footer won't go. Rebound by the Wolves. Quick outlet pass. In the front court. Here comes Garza. Attacks in the air. Shot it and made it.
And that's something that both teams are trying to do. You know, they're trying to get their fast break going and see how many easy baskets they can get.
Osvaldo Garza with the bucket. He's got 7 points in the game. We're back to a 4-point game. Panthers with the ball off the drive. That one won't go, but Jesus Trevino is going to get to the free throw line, and he likes to penetrate inside this paint.
Yeah, that's not uncommon for either team, trying to get inside, and especially if you're working that dribble drive that we've seen from United South.
We're in trouble, Evie. My wife's already yawning. We're in the middle of the second game of 4. Free throw good by Trevino. Second one coming up. That Santa Rosa game, by the way, tips off at 7:30. Santa Rosa will be taking on Brownsville St. Joseph. We'll have the call for that one. Michael and DeMarcus down covering that. Missed free throw. Rebound by the Wolves. On the offensive end with 2:57 remaining here in the third. Fajardo, now he was hot in the first half. Here's an open 3, and that's no good. Offensive rebound, though, put it up. Again, no good. Offensive board again, and that one's tipped out of bounds.
Oh, we'll see what happens here. It looked like and they're issuing a double technical, it seems like, for extensive use of the arms, like they say, when you just get that extra push in there. And you usually see it when two teams like this are going at it. Both of them want it. Both of them want to get a win.
Now, it's one thing to call a double foul. This is a double technical. I think he switched his call because the technical, they'd be shooting free throws, correct?
Right. Yeah, and he motioned for that technical, but I guess he's just going to give him a warning and with that foul.
Now they called it a technical, so we should get some free throws out of this, my friends, and then we'll get an exchange on the jump ball.
There it is. Or I guess they're going to, balance each other out and cancel out since they both got a technical.
Regardless, Wolves with the ball. Working inside, back outside, on the dribble. A lot of contact. That one's short. Offensive rebound. Working back outside. Now a whistle and a travel. And that was a missed opportunity that time for Laredo LBJ. Multiple opportunities with the offensive boards. Couldn't get a shot to fall and then turn it over.
Yeah, and when you're in a close game like this, stuff like that can cost you the game.
South with the basketball. Laredo United South. And this, my friends, is a game that has playoff implications. Not necessarily at the top of the standings, but teams that are fighting for their lives to stay alive in playoff contention. Missed 3. Rebound taken down by Jaime. Long pass. They've got numbers. And here comes Garza. Pulls up. Good look. Missed the shot. Rebound out of bounds. First time we've handed the scorekeeping duties over to Evie. Now I'm making you work a little bit tonight.
It's all right. I can handle it.
South with the ball. 2 minutes left here in the third quarter. Nice pass into the hands of Trevino. Overhead pass in the corner. 3 for Gonzalez. Count it. Leo Gonzalez with the 3. He's in double figures. Leads the team in scoring with his 10 points. Wolfpack on the dribble. Nothing there for Garza. Needs some help. Hands it off to Brian Garza. Makes a move on the baseline. Reverse layup, and he stepped out of bounds first. Substitutions in the game. Chris Marino in for the LBJ Wolves. Meanwhile, checking in is Juan Castro for Laredo United South.
And we continue to see Johnson on the bench. It's a big question. See when he comes back in.
Picked up that foul early on in the third quarter. He was already in foul trouble to start the second half. On the drive, here comes Trevino in the paint. Shot it and made it.
No help defense there. How can you go from one end of the court to the other one and get that easy basket?
Trevino's got 6. And quietly, it's a double-digit lead now for Laredo United South. Wolves with the ball of LBJ inside to Garza. Lay it up and in.
And with that extra pass, that's what's going to be open. With United South playing that zone. And LBJ is a very unselfish team. They'll look to get that extra pass, and that's what they did. Extra pass, get it into the middle, and easy layup.
Minute left here in the third quarter. Here's a 3, and that'll hurt, but it misses. Rebound taken down by Garza. Outlet pass, and here come the Wolves in the front court. 1 on 3. Off the glass, no good. Into the free throw line are the Wolves of LBJ.
And that's the last thing you want when you have numbers on defense and you only have one offensive player going at you. Especially now that it's coming towards the end of the quarter. These easy fouls is what you don't want. You don't want to give any team any easy points going into ending any quarter.
Leonardo Campos at the line. Campos hasn't scored a point yet. Misses the free throw. As a team from the line, Laredo LBJ has made 2 of 5. Substitution checks in for Laredo United South as Jorge Velasco checks in the game. Meanwhile, Campos with another free throw. Missed them both. Rebound goes out of bounds. There's a foul on the rebound. It's going to be against Laredo United South. So the officials are trying to clean it up in the paint, Evie.
Yeah, they are, and now they're looking, after those 2 technicals were issued, now they're going to expect the game to be called a little bit tighter.
Inbound play to Garza. Quick shot off the glass and in. Brian Garza now with 13 points. Continues to lead his team in scoring. And that little 4-0 run has the Wolves back to within 6 with 37 seconds left here in the third quarter. Top of the key pass to Gutierrez. Gives it up, cuts through, gets it back. Makes a move on the baseline. On the right baseline they go, back outside. That's a dangerous pass, caught by Velasco. With a ball fake, kick it in the corner. Nothing there for Gutierrez. Gutierrez finds Velasco. Down to 13 seconds left in the third. Velasco with the dribble. Guarded on top by Jaime. Hands it off. It's Gutierrez. Gutierrez now with 2 seconds to go. That one's nearly stolen. Picked up by Velasco. They will not get a shot off. Strong defensive stand right there to close out the third quarter by Laredo LBJ. They trail by 6. United South Panthers with the lead, and this is RioSportsLive.com.
We are this close.
We're this close.
We are this close. Of wanting to making history.
This close to changing the world.
We are this close.
This close. This close to making sure no child suffers a crippling disease
Ever again. This close.
We are this close to ending polio.
Ending polio. All we need is you.
This close.
If we donate now, we may lose this chance forever. Help Rotary make history at endpolionow.org.
We are back here at the Laredo Energy Arena in Laredo, Texas on a Friday night. I'm Joe Bowling with Evie Vasquez. After 3 quarters of play, Laredo United South, who grabbed the early lead, still leads, and now they get Johnson back in the game to start this fourth quarter.
Yeah, and we'll see how big of an impact and how quickly he can impact this game. He's been on the bench, most of the game, or at least half of the game so far, because of foul trouble, and they've been able to withheld the Storm, so we'll see what happens.
Ball in the hands of United South as we start this fourth quarter. There's a steal in the front court. Chris Marino lay it up and in.
Nice hands. Those were nice hands, to get that crossover picked and easy layup.
That's Marino's first points. There's a whistle and a near steal. And that'll stop play with 7:34 to go in this ball game. 48-44 the first time around between these two teams. United South with the victory over LBJ.
Yeah, it was something that came down to the wire, and it was only by 4 points, and each team did everything that they needed to do to win. It's just that, unfortunately, in sports, you only always get one winner when it comes to basketball. So they're looking to fight each other off for another win.
Shot up and in for United South. A nice finish by Matthew Gutierrez. Gutierrez now has 8 points in the game. Entry pass for Garza, nearly stolen. Wolves with it. On the dribble is Marino. That ball is deflected out of bounds. We'll stay here. Additional broadcast coming up on Tuesday night. We'll be hitting the small school venue, San Isidro. We'll be out at that game against San Perlita. And then by next Friday night, I'm venturing to say it's anybody's guess where we'll be, but it'll be a game that has a finality as far as who's going to make the playoffs and who's not on that next Friday on the girls' side. And we may get into some play-in games next weekend and heading into Monday of the following week. Ball belongs to Laredo United South. In the front court. Off the dribble. Garza makes it and gets fouled.
That's at least, his third power move inside the paint. If I'm Laredo LBJ, Joe, I'm going inside to him. He's been doing a great job inside, and he's been looking to score. He's been looking to be active. I'm going inside to him.
Brian Garza has 15 points in the game. Stands at the free throw line here where he's just 1 of 3. I'll take that. Free throw at the line, Garza. Misses that one. Rebound comes down to Trevino for United South. Clear out for Trevino. Brings it across the timeline. Gets to the free throw line. Gets the shot away, and it rolls in.
Nice floater there, in a 2-foot stop there to not cause the charge. That was a nice floater.
LBJ back on the attack. There's a travel. Campos took the extra step. Official made the call. And every time you think Laredo United South is going to put this one away, LBJ comes back. Everything you think LBJ is going to maybe get into this thing and take the lead, they look up and they're back down 6 or 7 points.
And from what I've seen, that's their style of the game. They're a team that is mentally tough and they don't give up. Whatever situation it is, they're the type of team that you like to coach because of the fact that they're so mentally tough and they stick to the game plan. And I think something that comes down to good coaching and students and players listening very good and sticking to the game plan. So I'm not a bit surprised that they come back and forth. We'll see if they can finish strong and see if they can get this victory. It's only, 5 points.
LBJ talking it over.
Or 7 points, should I say.
We'll keep it right here. It was 13-10, United South with the lead at the end of one quarter. They outscored the Wolves 11-9 in the second quarter. In the third quarter, again, Laredo United South wins a quarter in points scored, 15-14. And here in this fourth quarter, each team scoring 4. United South with the ball. Gutierrez will throw it in, finds Trevino. Trevino gets in the air, gives it up. Now they go in the hands of Gonzalez. Over to Trevino. Has it stolen, clean steal, and here's Marino again. Layup good.
And that's the second time that they get it still in the open court. They changed it up from a 1-2-2 to a run and jump. Let's see how that affects the game for LBJ.
A lot of contact in the front court. Panthers with the ball, work it over in the hands of Gutierrez. Nothing there for him. Back outside to Trevino. Trevino is about as far out as you can get from his goal. Hands it off. Gonzalez on the dribble. Back to Trevino. 5:43 left here in this ball game. Right side 3. Answer, yes. Armando Ceballos with a 3. He's got 6 in the game. 7-point game. On the drive, inside. Now they'll go back to Garza. Reverse layup, too strong. Offensive rebound, tipped up, and the foul's going to be called on United South.
Great work by LBJ to get those boards and just to get in there and fight for those rebounds. And that's a scrappy team that loves to do that. They love to do the dirty work. They love to do the little things to just keep them in this game, like we talked about earlier.
Osvaldo Garza at the line. Makes the first. Second one coming up. Made it. Pressure now after the made free throw by the Wolfpack. In the front court, here come the Panthers. From the baseline, back outside. That one's nearly stolen. Out of bounds it goes and over the chairs. Good defensive play that time and hustle by Eduardo Jaime. That won't go in the stat book, but coaches love that stuff.
I know I do, and you really can't teach that. It's something that has to come from within, from each player, and you just can't teach it. It's good to see.
Inbound play coming up for the Panthers of Laredo United South. 5:12 left here in this ball game. Off the dribble, Gutierrez attacks, has it stripped out of his hands, out of bounds. Wolfpack trying to lobby that was off of the Panthers, nothing doing. Surprised they're not going inside to Johnson. Three-pointer on the way. That won't go. Rebound taken down by Garza. Garza hands it off to Jaime. Jaime in the front court for LBJ. Under 5 minutes left here in this game. Here's an open look from beyond the arc. That one won't go. Long rebound comes out to Garza. Over it goes for a three by Jaime. That won't go. A lot of contact, and he got fouled.
You know, he called that late, you know, because of the fact that the contact was late after the ball was released. But it was evident there. We'll see if he can follow through with his free throws.
They'll give him, will they give him 3? That's the case.
Yes.
Is it going to be 3 or will it be 1 and 1? I think it's going to be 1 and 1. It was after the shot was released and they fell to the ground. So it'll be a 1 and 1 opportunity here for Eduardo Jaime. 4:47 left here in this game. First one no good. Johnson gets the rebound. United South with the ball. They've maintained the lead since the first quarter when they jumped out to a comfortable lead. Have been tested a couple of times in this game, but always maintain control of who's on top. Johnson on the dribble. Tacks into paint against Garza. Off the glass, no good, and he gets to the line.
Yeah, we'll see what he can do here. You know, he hasn't really been, you know, allowed or hasn't really had the opportunity to get going in this game. And it's 4 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. There's still plenty of time for him to be an impactful player tonight.
Johnson so far, 6 points, 4 rebounds. First one won't go. And free throws, that's a story that really neither team wants to talk too much about. Laredo United South a little better at 7 of 11, 64%. On the other side, 4 of 10 for Laredo LBJ. That's 40% from the line. Johnson's next free throw. Got it. 1 of 2 on the trip. LBJ with the ball. Needing some points are the Wolves. Down 6. That's 2 possessions if you're counting possessions. Marino goes inside to Garza against Johnson. Nice fake. Fadeaway. Count it.
That was a nice fadeaway. You know, and that's not the first time he does it tonight. You know, he's already done it a couple times, and it's been working for him. You know, like I said earlier, if I'm LBJ, I'm looking to go inside to him more often.
He's got 17, and then he gets whistled for a foul on the backside of the press. Probably, when you look at it, not a bad foul, although he was a little upset that it was called. He thought he had separated himself enough, maybe a glancing blow, but had that whistle not blown, even they had a layup behind that.
Well, what's happening, Joe, is, you know, now they're going into a man-to-man full-court press. So, you know, when it comes to him and being in the back line, depending on where the ball is being swung, you know, he's going to be in those situations, and he's going to have to keep his hands together and keep his composure to not pick up any easy fouls as the ball is swung, as Laredo United South is trying to break the press.
Ceballos misses the free throw. That was a 1 and 1. Rebound taken down by the Wolves. Inside traffic. That one's blocked out of there and controlled by Gonzalez. Gonzalez double teamed in the backcourt. May need some help. Gets rid of it to Trevino. Trevino's double team, and they got a long way to go to get across this line. They get a timeout first, do they? Let's see. One official says I got a timeout. Yep, timeout called. Laredo United South just about turned that over. That's as close as you can come. We'll be right back after this. This is RealSportsLive.com.
The reason we made this quesadillas Tres Marias is because there's a little village in Mexico that it's really popular and it's known for its quesadillas. You're gonna come to my kitchen and you're gonna see that we have no cans. Everything is fresh. We use achote. We do the mole ourselves. We have 3 types of quesadillas. One is flour tortilla. We have nixtamal made handmade tortilla, and our specialty, which are the fried tortillas. That's the concept we bring to the north of Mexico and south. Not only of this, it's my house, it's my career, it's my family, it's my friends that come here. Brownsville, it's a gentle city, a kind city. I invite you to come discover Brownsville. You can't miss it.
Back here after the timeout, and there's an offensive foul that's going to be called on Laredo United South. So they called the timeout, Evie, to keep from turning the ball over and immediately give the ball back.
Yeah, and those are things that as a coach drives you crazy and drives you wild. You know, those are things that as a coach you really can't control. You can give your players, you know, X's and O's, but they're the ones that are going to have to come through. And, you know, I would take that out on the players. We'll see if they can get the ball back.
Ball belongs to LBJ, the Wolfpack. Before that, we got a substitution checking in this game. for Laredo United South, as that'll be Juan Castro checking back in the game. Meanwhile, the Wolfpack will throw it in, but before that, we got another timeout. As they talk things over, we'll take a quick timeout as well. Thanks again to some of the sponsors, such as this.
At Illuminations, we're a one-stop shop. We have all the lighting you need for your new home, outdoor lighting, ceiling fans, chandeliers. So when you're building your new home, we work well with your builder. We'll get your floor plans, or we'll walk the house if we need to, make sure all the light fixtures that you get are gonna work and are gonna look good together. Illuminations is a family-owned business. We've been in business for 17 years now. My parents actually were in the construction industry prior to opening the store, and it was during this time that they noticed a need for a store like ours, one that would provide the customer service that contractors and new homeowners are looking for, and eliminate the headaches that you might get when you're shopping at a big box store and you don't get that one-on-one customer service. The Brownsville area is really growing. There's a lot of movement, there's a lot of construction, there's a lot of excitement. So we're glad that we finally have a store here that customers can come look at our products here locally. I invite you to come discover Brownsville.
Back here after the timeout, and Leonardo Campos puts it up and in. We got a 2-point game. United South with the ball in the front court. Pass it inside to Johnson. Tipped it, controlled it, works it out for a three. Answer, yes! A big three by Ceballos.
Very big three, and they need that going forward to finish this last 3 minutes strong.
LBJ with the ball. Garza. Like I said, every time they get close, they turn around and look, they're down by 6 again. There's a missed three. Rebound goes out of bounds. It'll be United South. Substitution in the game. Matthew Gutierrez checks back in. San Benito girls just went into overtime against Weslaco.
Yeah, I expected that tough battle. San Benito was able to beat them on a buzzer beater the first time around. If you're Weslaco, you're looking to go in there and protect your home. And if you're San Benito, just the opposite. You're looking to go into and getting another victory away from your house to see if you can go ahead and get a better position in the playoffs.
Johnson plays catch with Trevino. Trevino now with 2:33 left here in this game. Probes the defense, backs it back outside. Into the hands of Gonzalez. Gonzalez guarded by Garza near a double team. Now off the dribble. That shot blocked out of there. And here come the Wolfpack in the front court. Here comes Osvaldo Garza down the left-hand side. Missed it. Rebound Johnson. Outlet pass for the Panthers. Work it in the corner. Another three. This will hurt by Ceballos. It won't go. Rebound on the weak side. Taken down by Gutierrez, and he's fouled. 2 minutes and 4 seconds left here in this ball game. Stepping to the line, Matthew Gutierrez. Gutierrez, 3 of 4 on the night. From the line. First one good. Still 2:04 left. This one would make it a 3-possession game. Gutierrez ready to go. Made that.
Those are big free throws there, just creating a bigger margin in your lead and putting, LBJ in a situation where they're going to have to, see how they attack this the 7-point gap.
Off-balance shot goes up and in just like that. Chris Marino, he was trying to draw a foul, but he made sure he made the basket first.
He's been very active, not just on offense, but on defense, as you see there, just trying to, contain the ball.
Trevino pass it off inside. That one's deflected and taken away by Garza. Garza with an outlet pass, and here come the Wolves in the front court. Off the dribble, Leonardo Campos. Still 1:32 left in this game. Outside, working on the right wing, looking inside for Garza, posting up. Back outside it goes. Here's a three by Marino. That one won't go. Garza tips the rebound, but Johnson controls it. Outlet pass. 1:19 to go for the Panthers of Laredo United South with the ball and the lead. Trevino. Overhead pass right side to Gutierrez. Spin it back. Now they can spread the floor. And
Yeah,
this is where the big floor comes into hand.
Right, and now they're trying to slow down the game and spread them out. And LBJ is trying to trap and open in the open court up top. So we'll see what happens and see if they can close this margin down and maybe make it instead of a 3 or 2 possession. See if they can bring the possessions down.
Trevino throws it away on the turnover. Here come the Wolfpack back in the front court on the dribble. Shot goes up off the glass. Made shot.
Oh no!
Wave it off.
Yeah, I think they're going to call that as a charge.
Offensive foul, clearing some room before the shot. 53 seconds left here in this game, and for Leo Campos, he just fouls out. Finishes the night, or did he? No. Yeah, 5 fouls. Finishes the night with 2 points. Coming up, Laredo United takes on Laredo Alexander. That'll be girls action first, and then we'll follow that up with the boys game.
Looking forward to see how Natalie Trevino bounces back after their first meeting. They really didn't do anything special on her. They just, went ahead and used a 1-3-1 zone. So we'll see what happens in this girls game coming up.
Here comes Trevino in the front court. Dishes it off the glass and in.
What a nice fake. He faked that pass. He used the left hand and finished. That was very nice.
Inside Garza, fadeaway jumper, countered again.
That might have sealed the deal there if you're United South. You just got to play defense a couple more possessions. You got 37 seconds, which gives LBJ possibly 2 more possessions. We'll see how they finish.
Full timeout. We'll be back after this. This is RealSportsLive.com.
Whatever DIY project you've got going on this weekend, visit Habitat for Humanity Restore before you start. Check out habitatrgv.org for more info, or drop by our McAllen or Harlingen stores. Restore. Great stuff, great prices, great cause.
My wife was giving me some instructions there. It's the first time I'm running the commercials on this side. She said, that's quick. I said, what? She said, that's quick. What? And we're back. I'm Joe Bowling. This is Evie Vasquez. This is the Laredo Energy Event Center on a Friday night in Laredo, Texas.
Little by little, we're starting to see United fans trickle in, and Alexander fans, they should be right behind them, expecting of another packed house here tonight.
5-point game. Laredo United South with the basketball. The possession arrow favors the Wolves of Laredo LBJ if they can get a tie-up. Most importantly, they don't have to foul immediately with a 2-possession game, but they need to go for some steals and then possibly think about putting someone at the line. 30 seconds remaining at the mid-court stripe. They'll break the press. Now Gutierrez hands it off. Trevino gets it back, nearly stolen. Gutierrez in the corner. Nothing there. Good ball movement. Sabelos has it stripped. Out of bounds it goes. Touch last. That's a turnover.
That might have been a little bit too much off the clock. If you're LBJ, you would have looked to maybe foul a little bit sooner if you're me. But, 19 seconds, anything can happen. They need a couple threes to possibly get back into this game.
They need a 3 and a 2. They're down 5 as they have the ball. How fast can they get some points here?
That's going to be the key.
Here comes Garza. Garza attacks on the right-hand side. Lay it up off the glass. No good. He got fouled, and that helps a bunch with 15 and a half seconds left in this game.
That was perfect. You had to get to the basket as fast as you can. And if you're Laredo United South, you should have recognized that and clogged up the lane a little bit. If they're going to go ahead and trickle it down, make them shoot a jump shot. Make them shoot a 3. Make them work a little bit harder for it. We'll see what happens here.
Garza shoots 2. He's 3 of 3 on the line on the night. Makes the first. The second one is big. It gets it down to a 1-possession game.
That gives you enough time to go for the steal. If you don't get it, you go for the foul, and you're still in a position to win this game or at least get back into it and tie it up.
Missed it. Rebound by Johnson, and that was a critical miss.
Johnson foul here.
Gutierrez gets fouled.
There it is.
11 seconds left here in this game. We'll keep you posted on what's happening. Fans, follow the website on RealSportsLive.com on the scoreboard. Some of these interesting scores rolling through there. San Benito girls in overtime last we were told against Westlaco.
we'll get you some more information as we go forward, guys.
Free throw by the Panthers is good. Gutierrez takes over the team lead in scoring with 11 points. Guajardo checks back in the game for the Wolves. Next free throw by Gutierrez. He is good. 6-point game, 10 seconds to go. Wolves with the ball. Need a couple of threes now. Garza makes a move on the baseline, shot it up and in. They'll give him that.
Yeah, he was looking for a foul there too. He didn't get it, and now they go for that fast foul. Or a timeout, sorry.
Quick timeout, it's a full timeout. We'll be back. It's a 4-point game with 3 seconds left. This is RioSportsLive.com.
At Illuminations, we're a one-stop shop. We have all the lighting you need for your new home, outdoor lighting, ceiling fans, chandeliers. So when you're building your new home, we work well with your builder. We'll get your floor plans, or we'll walk the house if we need to, make sure all the light fixtures that you get are gonna work and are gonna look good together. Illuminations is a family-owned business. We've been in business for 17 years now. My parents actually were in the construction industry prior to opening the store, and it was during this time that they noticed a need for a store like ours, one that would provide the customer service that contractors and new homeowners are looking for, and eliminate the headaches that you might get when you're shopping at a big box store and you don't get that one-on-one customer service. The Brownsville area is really growing. There's a lot of movement, there's a lot of construction.
Back here as we have the final 3 seconds of this ball game playing out. LBJ will be on defense. United South will inbound the ball. There we are.
Quick foul.
Final 3 seconds. There's the
There
foul.
it is.
2.5 seconds left in the game.
Okay, so now if you're United South, okay, do you go ahead and how many fouls are they in? I really can't see.
Double bonus both
Double
ways.
bonus. So here the question is, do you make the first one and miss the second one on purpose? Not let them, take the ball out or design anything out of bounds?
You're up 4.
So that's the thing. You might want to just miss this free throw and just get it over with here.
Free throw good. Make them both either way. 5-point game. Next one coming up. And again, it's going to be one of these where LBJ will walk off this court saying we were in this game, we were right there, and we just never got over the hill. Free throw good by Trevino. And that'll wrap it up. 2.5 seconds to go. There's a three that won't go. Final score, 58-52. Laredo United South with the victory. They're led in scoring by Matthew Gutierrez, who finished with 12 points. Also with 12, Jesus Trevino, and 10 points for Elio Gonzalez. For Laredo LBJ, the Wolfpack were paced by Brian Garza, who had 21 points, as Valzo Garza had 10, 9 points for Hector Guajardo. And again, it's Laredo United South with the victory. They jumped out to an early lead, scoring the game's first 7 points, and really controlled it from there. That's going to do it for our broadcast. We're going to step aside. They put a few minutes on the clock. Girls action coming your way. Remind you to keep following on the website. Follow us on social media. Until the next game, which is about 15 minutes away. For Evie Vasquez, for Dalia Caceres Bowling, for Joe Bolton. We'll talk to you soon.